Hello and welcome to Max Gamer Podcast. I am Enigma, that's Zombie, and you are you. That's how it works, guys. So, how's it going? Welcome back. What's up, Zombie?
Not a whole lot. Just looking forward to getting this podcast done.
Yeah. We got this stuff going. We pre-recorded because we our lives are just too busy. It really is getting hard to get the podcast out live to you guys. But we're hoping to get you guys live on some other services and such. As soon as we can. I mean, like I said last week on the podcast, we've got some new stuff going up. We're messing around with Twitch.tv and XSplit and such to bring you guys like live video footage of us doing the podcast and such. We also will be streaming live as soon as we can figure that out to Twitch.tv, Ustream, all those things. And I think you can get a hold of those services at the the website as well, right?
Yeah, you can get a hold of those services. Just go to max-gamer.com.
Yep.
Top kind of right-hand corner-ish area, there's a box that says follow us.
Right
It has
above our
all of
sponsors.
our affiliates. It has a little box that has everything Max Gamer related that you can get a hold of us. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch TV, Ustream. As well as Tiny Chat. We actually have a Tiny Chat chat room, so in case you guys wanted to come in and say hi, check it out. Whenever we're going to be playing games online, we're going to be hopping into that. So maybe just throughout the week, just check out tinychat.com/maxgamerpodcast.
There you go. We'll try and get on throughout the week. So if you guys are on, we might. Who knows? We might be live on Tiny Chat and such, just kind of dinking around playing video games.
Exactly.
Depending on where we're at, if we're in California or not, we'll probably more than likely be dinking around playing video games because it's
More than
live.
likely. More than likely. As well as speaking about dinking around and playing video games, we have a couple clips of you, myself, and Luminari dinking around playing some Killing Floor.
Killing Floor. Yeah.
So
that was actually
hilarious.
a very enjoyable time. I like Killing Floor. It's a great game. It's a cheap game. I mean, I think it's like $20 if that.
It's
you
$20.
And it's well worth the $20. I mean, it really is. The downloadable content for it, I wouldn't say would be, because I mean all the downloadable content is just like extra skins for your person and such. But the Killing Floor actual game is a really good game, and I can't recommend it enough to any of you guys. If you have an extra $20, go to Steam and really snag Killing Floor, because it is a great time with friends. As he said, you can go to our YouTube page, which is www.youtube.com/MaxGamerPodcast, and check out those clips. I think Lumi had a very awesome comment. Awesome comment in that one about fat jiggly dead titties. So.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That's why I picked that one.
So yeah, go and check those out. I mean, I think I lock you guys out right when the big bad boss comes in. I lock you guys in outside while I go inside. I weld the door shut. Go check them out. It's fun times. We're gonna be trying to post up some more of that stuff. When we get it up and when we get it playing and such. So. But yeah, that's it. Like you said, go to www.max-gamer.com. Check out all of our services. Check out all of our web blog-esque type things as well. I think the last one we posted up was the King of the Web one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. King of the Web or Deus Ex.
Don't forget to go and vote for Morfar and King of the Web. You only got a couple more days left of this month. I think he's going to be running again next month, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So, but definitely go and check him out. He's supporting diabetes, and Zombie, you have diabetes, so that's a soft spot for us over here in Max-Gamer, because our parents have diabetes.
Exactly.
We have buddies that have diabetes, and of course Zombie has diabetes. I'm hoping I don't get it, but it's probably going to happen. But
yeah, with your mom, dad, as well as myself, and your mom's mom. You're gonna get it.
And my mom's mom. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. So, with that being said, guys,
it does call to you.
Yeah, it does call to me. With that being said, guys, let's move right in. We got some great topics for you guys this week. We were talking a little bit about Minecraft, a little bit about WoW, World of Warcraft, a little bit about U.S. military and their many fortiers in the gaming world, I guess you could say, as well as some a very controversial article that we found on the internets this week that we're gonna rip apart and pretty much flame to the most
pretty much.
to the max. It's ridiculous.
We've been gaming for so long, but let's save that for the last. For later. Let's start talking about some Minecraft.
All right.
Now,
whoa. Minecraft.
You know that I'm not a big fan of Minecraft, but now
bullshit.
I am.
Oh bullshit, dude. He did not want to get on Minecraft. Okay, I joined Minecraft back in the early beta, like 1 point or like 0.2 or something like that. It was very early on. It was very, very early on, like when they very first opened up the beta access and such. And I kept telling him about it. Every time we'd go to California, I'm like, dude, you got to get Minecraft. Dude, you got to get Minecraft. Dude, you got to get Minecraft. It's like Legos, only with shittier graphics. And he was like, I ain't playing no dang Minecraft. This pansy game, friggin' Minecraft, playing Legos. If I want to play Legos, I go and play with my goddamn Legos, you know. And finally, recently I got him to be able to play it. I went out and finally just had to buy him an account. And like the first time that he logged into it, he was hooked. You could tell because he started building a castle of some sort, floating in the sky and shit.
It also didn't help the fact that I did create our own server and stuff like that.
Yeah,
for
we
us
did
to
create
dig
our own
around with.
server, exactly. So it was kind of nice. We didn't have to deal with the griefing and
and stuff like that.
So, but yeah, Minecraft has been a controversial topic for a very long time. I mean, most people say that it's not really a game; it's still in beta. Some people say it's the best game out there. I personally think it's a good game. I don't think it's the best game out there. I also do think it's a game because it is a game. I mean,
if people shoot birds at pigs, I mean, Minecraft is a game.
Exactly.
So.
It's a game. You do play it, you know. So, but it's like I said, it's been a very controversial game because it's never been really released. You know, I mean, they recently did release it. It's finally released, and it's actually got a release title on it. All right, but I didn't really see any difference, you know, from the beta. It's still glitchy, you know. It's still I don't know. It's one of those things that I can't really tell what's going on with it. But yeah, Minecraft has recently announced that they will be releasing on the Xbox 360, and that was one of the big announcements at Minecon recently, back a couple months ago. Minecraft's creator Notch released the fact that they are going to be releasing an Xbox Live game for the indie developments on Xbox Live. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I've always wanted to kind of play it on the console because it's kind of strenuous on your wrists, on my wrists at least. I kind of got bad carpal tunnel sometimes, and it's kind of strenuous on my wrist when I'm playing it. But you know, I think that it'd be really nice to be able to play Minecraft on the console with you know, an Xbox 360 controller, because the 360 controller is a really comfortable controller. You know, I mean, I know that you agree with me, right?
Yeah, it's very ergonomic, and it definitely makes for playing games on that controller for long periods of time. Very comfortable, and I know what doctors say. Well, every 15-20 minutes, you know, stop and take a rest for 10 minutes. But
F that, man.
Yeah, F that. You got
I got my house
you got
to build,
people to frag. You got houses to build. You got sheep to kill. In Johnny Boy's case, to corral for later when it gets dark, and all that kind of happy stuff. So
yeah, Johnny Boy likes his sheep, you know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's
wink,
a Scot.
Wink,
so
hint, wink, wink. So, but yeah, they recently released a few details about the Minecraft on the Xbox Live marketplace. Some notable features, and this is one thing that I'm not entirely sure of. We're not entirely sure of because we've got conflicting reports. But supposedly you're going to be able to be playing Xbox the Xbox version of Minecraft. You're supposed to be able to play on servers that are hosted by computers and be able to play with your friends that are on a PC.
Yeah,
So
an early report that I got, that I reported on our website, max-gamer.com, said that it was going to allow people to play kind of cross-platform, so you could hop onto servers that your friends created and stuff like that. Basically putting Minecraft from the PC on your Xbox 360.
exactly.
And which would be awesome if that happens.
I think it
because
would as
then,
well.
then you could just hop onto any Minecraft server. But then now, I guess there's a new demo that was revealed that says that Minecraft has a self-contained crafting system.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
all of your crafts and stuff like that are probably going to be different.
That's been one of the things that I've been kind of wondering what was going to go down with it, because I know that you had issues with crafting when we first got you into Minecraft because you weren't sure what to do.
I'm still not sure, 100% sure what to do.
You didn't know how to, and that's one of the things that's plagued Minecraft for so long, is the fact that it's got a really bad learning curve.
Yeah.
People, they don't have any type of, like tutorial.
It's almost like
it's all on Wiki.
It's almost like it's a 8-bit survival simulation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
that's almost exactly what it is, pretty much.
It's not really a game, it's a sandbox, but most single-player games are sandboxes. It has a distinct set of rules as to how you can create stuff, but other than that, everything goes out the window. If you can plant a block there, you can build off that block.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
So basically, what's been going on is that they in this article they revealed that not only does Minecraft have a self-contained crafting system, as you said, Zombie, but it also supports a 4-player split screen, letting teams of friends supposedly chill out on the couch, building entire worlds together. With 4 people chipping away in the mines, the frame rate stays super smooth, making it a great way to spend time with people next to you on the couch without even having to look at them. I don't know about you.
That's some Korean zombie shit going on right there.
I don't know about you, but I'm not going to sit on the couch and be like, yo, dude, check it. My frame rates are so smooth. It's not even funny. They're like smooth as a baby's bottom, bro. Yeah.
Well, then, this is what I have to ask then, is if it makes the frame rates so nice on the Xbox 360, it takes a pretty decent computer to keep your frame rates high on the PC.
Yeah, it does.
So 4 people on one machine should be equivalent to like 4 servers
it should
on
be
one
pretty
machine.
Stressful. I'm willing to bet that it's going to be pretty stressful. But then again, the Xbox 360 is a very formidable,
it's got a triple core processor and then
a beefy
CPU, GPU. So it's pretty decent machine, and the fact that you can once you build something on it and stuff like that, everything's the same.
Yeah.
You have there's no I gotta make this universal, I gotta make this universal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it probably could render the world really well, but I would say it's probably gonna look nothing like what some of these custom texture packs and stuff like that on the
that's one thing that I'm glad you brought that up. And I was talking to you earlier about this. They say that you're going to be able to jump in, basically co-op, also break into additional combinations once taken online, which this is kind of cool. It says up to 8 people can maneuver around in any given world, meaning that 8 people can play split screen in 2 locations. Meaning, you can have 4 people on one machine and 4 people on another machine. I don't know about single player. I'm pretty sure that you'll probably be able to join a multiplayer map single player, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably what it's saying is,
but it
has the co-op jump in, jump out style, but that also includes jump in, jump out of up to 4 people per Xbox, maximum 8 people per map. So it could be 4 people on one Xbox and 4 other individual Xboxes.
Yeah.
This game could actually kind of be fun just to kind of play in the background of the LAN party.
Yeah, pretty much. It's always been like that. I mean, Minecraft has always been kind of a waste of time. But anyways, I digress. As I was saying, I'm glad you brought up the custom texture packs, because one thing that I read in this article is that they're not gonna. I don't think that they're gonna give you the ability to like customize your character like you can in the PC version. Pretty much you're stuck to a player texture of a dude in a tuxedo
So Steve in a tuxedo.
Boris Becker's short tennis shorts, which is basically like a dude in short shorts, and of course the classic Minecraft Steve.
So you got 007 Steve, you got
much.
classic Steve, and then you got Borat Steve.
Pretty much, Boris Becker. I don't know if that's Borat, but yeah, pretty much. So that, in my mind, is saying that they're not opening it up to customizing anything, which kind of sucks because that's kind of the fun of the PC version of Minecraft, is the fact that you can go out and the community has made some fantastic stuff. You know, they've made custom
player skins.
They've made custom, texture packs for the world, so that it doesn't look as 8-bitty and as blocky. They've got high resolution texture packs. They've got cartoonish texture packs. I know that I had a texture pack a while back that I really enjoyed. That basically the person went into a game called Borderlands. I'm sure all of you guys know what Borderlands is, but he went into Borderlands and mimicked Borderlands' kind of style, that kind of cell shaded style.
Oh yeah, cell shaded. That'd be sweet.
It was a cell shaded texture pack.
That's cool.
And it was I loved it personally. It was a really nice texture pack, but it unfortunately didn't get updated too much, and I don't think it's in existence anymore, other than for the early beta clients. So, but yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't really see them being able to customize it too much, because unfortunately you need to get into the back end of your you need to get into the back end of your Minecraft.
You gotta go the back door, buddy.
So you got to get into the back end of your Minecraft in order to customize texture packs, but they might find a way. I don't think they're going to, because it's on an Xbox, and Xboxes are really limited.
They're locked down.
Yeah, they're really locked down and limited. But it's a possibility. Maybe they've talked to Mojang and figured it out. So
yeah. So hopefully they allow custom.
Hopefully, it would be nice.
But
It would be nice, because the current one, I mean, the game looks all right as is for what it is. It's an 8-bit block rendered game. I mean, how much better can you get? I mean, you can't really go too far with that. But
exactly. So
that's that, guys. So the release date on that was May 9th. So it's coming out here pretty quickly. And I believe the price on the Xbox Live Marketplace was 1,600 Xbox points or Live
Microsoft
points. Yeah. So it's pretty affordable. It's about $20. I believe that they were saying that's cheaper than the PC version, but I'm not entirely sure of that, because if I remember correctly, when I bought your copy, Zombie, I thought that I paid $20 for it, but you were saying that there might have been some confusion with the British.
It's
the Swedish crown, but I really don't.
Mojang is Swedish, so it has the Swedish crowns, and I thought I saw someplace that Minecraft costed like 37 Swedish crowns.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't. So $20, not bad for kind of a game that doesn't really have an end. You can just continue to go on.
Just a sandbox that you can just continue to do whatever you wanted.
So go and check that out on May 9th, and if you guys don't want to wait for May 9th for the console version to come out, you guys can always go and snag it at I believe it's www.minecraft.net.
Yeah.
It's not .com. Don't go to .com, because that takes you to some weird
porn site.
Yeah, I don't know what it takes you to. But I do know it's .net. So go and check that out, guys. Definitely get it. I'm thinking about getting it for my Xbox if I ever got on it. But if they do offer the option to play online with your friends on the PC, I'm probably gonna get it, because then I can just be chilling in my chair and just dicking around on Minecraft with you and Ash and those guys. So yeah,
I'm actually thinking about picking up one of those. Sorry Xbox to get a little off.
Controllers. Yeah, I've actually thought about it a couple of times. I mean, it'd make playing games like that a little bit easier.
Well, I mean, I got a 50-inch plasma 12 feet from my PC. I can run a frickin' HDMI cable from my PC to my plasma, and boom shakalaka, I'm playing video games on my couch with a controller.
Bada bing,
so
sorry
that's that, guys.
Off topic. We digress. It's the ADD podcasting, really. So
incorrigible.
That's that with Minecraft. Like I said, go and check it out. Go if you guys don't have it. I would highly suggest it. It's an extremely fun game if you're into like creation and stuff like that. Even if you're not, it's just fun to troll people by placing TNT in their houses. Not that I would ever do that.
No, not ever at all. But you can make stuff float, like make a flying castle and do whatever the hell you want. I mean,
whatever you want to. So, like I said, we digress. Let's get back on track. We're running out of time for this first half.
Right.
So, also, for you WoW players, I mean, I know that you guys are just barely getting into the Mists of Pandaria. Which is fine. I mean, you guys can play your pandas all you want.
If you want to play your Kung Fu Pandas,
exactly.
go and play your Kung Fu Pandas.
If you want to go and play Jack Black and you want to pretend that you're Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda, then be my guest. I'm probably going to buy it at one point. Probably not when it first comes out because I currently don't have subscription to it. Actually, that's not true. I do have a subscription to WoW, but it's for different reasons. I wanted to use my Scroll of Resurrection. I'm currently in argument with Blizzard trying to get my Scroll of Resurrection and that free 80 character. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
And then as soon as you get one, you need to send me one so I can restart a whole new account.
I can't send you one though. That's the whole thing.
Oh.
So I have people that can send you one though. And
well,
I'm sure our listeners have some that they would be happy to send to us. But yeah,
if somebody will send me one, I'll hop on and I'll let them choose
the only thing is that you need to know what your account is for them to send it to you.
I can make a new one.
No, it doesn't work with new ones. It has to be your existing one.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I have one that has a couple level 15s that's still in the free zone.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think that the free accounts work with the Scroll of Resurrection, to tell you the truth.
From what I was reading about,
you have to have
you have to have at least 30 days of game time on the account. So I could always pay for a month, and then get a character up to level 25 or something like that.
But the Scroll of Resurrection stops in May. So,
well, happy birthday to Jake.
Yeah, well, I don't think it works that way. Anyways. Again, we digress.
Expansion.
We read on an article from Tom'sHardware.com that a fifth expansion of World of Warcraft is already in the works, if you can believe it. Blizzard is already currently actually developing, from what I read on this article, the fifth and sixth expansion sets. They're already kind of working on both the fifth and sixth expansion sets. Which is kind of surprising. I really did think the Mist of Pandaria was going to be the last of WoW, to tell you the truth.
WoW's not going to go anywhere for a very, very, very long time.
I don't know. I think that they're losing subscribers. I really do. That's the whole reason why they brought Mist of Pandaria out so quickly after bringing Cataclysm out, is because Cataclysm didn't do that well.
Yeah.
Cataclysm actually lost them subscribers. Because people were just like, oh great, another effing expansion set from World of Warcraft. Oh, I'm out. So I don't know how well these are going to be. This is just kind of a rumor. It's not a rumor because the director, I believe it's Chris Mendez,
the COO,
Paul Sams. Paul Sams, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Paul Sams announced it. He basically said, we're already in works for number 6 and 7.
This guy's the coup.
The coup?
He's the coup of World of Warcraft. Coup World of Warcraft. Coup World of Warcraft. Sorry.
You were a retard. Anyways, furthering on with that, it reads in the article, during a visit to Blizzard's HQ to see the Mists of Pandaria, CVG spoke with COO Paul Sams about the future of World of Warcraft once the latest expansion set goes live. The COO confirmed that the fifth pack is already in the works, and that the team even knows what additional expansion packs will contain, what the additional expansion packs will contain. Other than that, he couldn't really cough up any details because obviously they're not even finished with Mist of Pandaria. So why would he cough up details for a fifth and a sixth one? But basically what they were saying is that he thinks that the future of World of Warcraft continues to be bright, and he thinks that the Mists of Pandaria, I should say, is going to breathe a huge breath of air into what he believes is the best MMO out there. I digress because I I really disagree with him right there. It is a good MMO, but
it was a good MMO. It took me from Lineage 2 to play World of Warcraft for a little while, but now there's tons of free-to-play MMOs out there that are way better than World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And they're free-to-play. I mean, Blizzard is coming out with their own free-to-play MMO, basically. It's going to be Diablo 3 coming out May 15th.
Yeah.
So
that's that. I mean, he says I think the number of people we have playing and leveling enthusiasm, and the level of enthusiasm, I should say, they have for the games suggests that to be the case that they will continue to be great in the future. He says this is the next of many ways in which we are going to grow and improve and evolve this game. He concluded, CVG suggests that WoW's roadmap indicates that team members may not be pulled away from development to work on Blizzard's other MMO, Titan, which is kind of cool. I've not heard of that before, so maybe we'll do a quick update on that.
Yeah,
later
for sure.
Once I figure out what the hell it is. But on the contrary, the roadmap indicates that the core lore creators are busy building on the virtual world and capable. They're busy building on the virtual world and capable of sustaining
use your words,
continuation, while other members are assigned to the Titan project. Blizzard certainly isn't going to focus on one over the other, although right now its primary focus is WoW, given that its primary money machine, of course, because it's been their primary money machine for like several years now. News of the fifth expansion pack already in development shouldn't come as a surprise, obviously, after Blizzard saw a dip in subscriptions, like I said, in the Cataclysm. Company president Michael Morhaime said they would focus on this decreasing time between content releases, which is kind of cool, but also kind of not, because basically the content releases aren't really expansion packs, they're more patches, I guess, I should say. He said we need to be faster in delivering content to players, and so that's one of the reasons that we're looking to decrease the amount of time in between expansions. I personally don't agree with that, because with Blizzard being Blizzard, their expansion packs are the same amount of money as a new game.
Yeah, really.
You know, Cataclysm was $60. I think Mist of Pandaria is $60. You know, I don't want to pay $60 for a patch.
Exactly.
I personally don't want to, buy one patch and then 7 months later have to buy another patch.
Well,
for $60.
I've had conversations with you in the past about this exact same type of money making model where they come out with expansion packs and just keep selling them as much as the game. And I personally feel that if you're gonna sell the expansion pack for as much as the actual vanilla game, then the gameplay should be free.
Definitely.
I mean, look at Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2. Definitely. They're so popular right now.
And that's another one right there. I mean, I personally believe that Guild Wars 2 is truly going to be the new WoW Slayer, basically.
Well, it's going to be the major competitor of WoW, and it has rights to be WoW's competitor, considering that the people who made Guild Wars, the first one, actually came from Blizzard. They didn't like the model in which WoW was built off of, so they made their own model.
There you go, and it's a pretty damn good model. I mean, in my own opinion, I liked playing Guild Wars.
Well, yeah, I mean, Guild Wars.
I'm really looking forward to Guild Wars 2.
The first Guild Wars, when it first came out, it was like $39.99. Yeah. Every expansion pack after that was $39.99, $39.99, and it was free to play.
Yep. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm really digging it, is because it's free to play. They keep their prices low, so gamers on a budget can play, basically.
Exactly.
And it's a free to play, so they don't have a monthly subscription of like $15. I mean, in my own personal opinion, I'm getting a little tired of paying $15 for the same content.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go on the MMO rant here, but like I said, with MMOs, you pay $15 a month for every MMO you buy. Yep. Okay, so there's SOTOR, there's Star Trek, there's World of Warcraft, there's EverQuest, there's Warhammer, there's all these MMOs out there, and if you literally paid a subscription for each one of those when certain ones were still pay for subscriptions and they didn't go to the free to play model, you would literally be paying probably 70, 80 to $100 a month in just gaming.
In just gaming, exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
I'm a hardcore gamer, but the guy who does that probably doesn't have a life,
Yeah, has way too much time on their hands.
has way too much time on his hands,
Exactly.
doesn't have a job, and I personally feel that that's what we need to do is just have World of Warcraft to go to the free-to-play model and
Definitely.
release.
You know,
expansions.
I personally feel that it's probably going to happen here pretty quickly, because I just don't think that people are going to continue playing World of Warcraft after a little while. You know, I mean, I think.
Well, you're getting so many good MMOs coming out in the next few months.
Well, you're also seeing a lot of the old MMOs going to free to play now.
Exactly.
Like EVE Online just went to free to play.
Yeah, EVE Online went to free to play. Warhammer's been
Warhammer.
free to play for a while.
Yeah.
Star Trek Online went.
Star Trek Online, exactly.
They went to free to play. Plus, they got all these other free to play games that are like the Korean Lineage 2 style
Yeah.
games. But also
Luminary Weekly just sent us one that we're gonna try and take a look at. I can't remember what was the name of that.
Mythos.
Mythos. Yeah, that was what it was. It's kind of a. It seemed to me to be kind of a Lineage 2-esque.
Well, yeah, and then the same guys that NCSoft, they're the Korean guys. They also handle Guild Wars 2. They had Lineage 2, Aeon, City of Heroes, City of Villains, and all of those games went free to play within like the last month.
Yeah. So.
That's just ridiculous.
But anyways, we once again ADD radio.
ADD on at its best. At least we're on topic.
At least we are on topic. Exactly. That was more
And
of
the
a rant.
coup, Paul says.
Cool. Anyways, so I guess moral of that story is go and check out Mr. Pandaria. If you want to, let us know what you think of it, because I'm probably not going to get it for a while, unless I hear that it's really good. And
not with the Path of Exiles coming out soon, and Diablo 3. I'm gonna be playing those like crazy.
Yeah. So I mean that's that. Go and check out Mr. Pandaria. Like I said, don't forget that if you did get an invite to the beta, or if you have recently gotten an invite to the beta, make sure that it's a notable. Make sure it's an actual Blizzard
email address.
Yes, because I guess they've been having a lot of people faking the beta approvals, and then of course they get past your spam filter, of course, and then they get
hijack your email,
hijack your account, and hijack your email and all that stuff.
And if you're an MSN email, have luck. Good luck trying to get it
back.
back.
Have fun with that. Don't start me on that. Don't start. You'll never hear the end of that. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I think it's time to break so we can get back on topic.
That's that, guys. We're going to go to a quick break, let our sponsors get the words in and such. And again, if you guys, as every week, if you guys have a community, a playing community, or a gaming community that you'd like to sponsor, or if you'd like to be a sponsor for max-gamer.com, let us know. You can email us at pr@max-gamer.com. And we would love to hear from you guys. What we can offer is a professional sounding advertisement on our breaks, and of course the love and gratitude of max-gamer.com. Also, don't forget to go and check us out, max-gamer.com, and all of our services, which are over at that address. But I will list them out now. Facebook.com/MaxGamerPodcast, Twitter.com/MaxGamerPodcast, and of course YouTube.com/MaxGamerPodcast. Don't forget to check us out every week as well, where we're going to try and start live streaming on Twitch.tv as well as Ustream and all those services, which can be found again at max-gamer.com. So, with that being said, we'll be right back after these quick messages and a music break, and see you in just a sec. And welcome back to Max Gamer Podcast. This is your host, Enigma, that's Zombie, and of course you guys are listening here only on max-gamer.com and any of the other services that you guys are live listening to us on right now, YouTube, Twitch.tv, Ustream, whatever you're listening to. Thank you for listening in. So let's. I mean, we had a pretty good start to that first half. I think we extended into the break a little bit too much. This episode might be a little bit longer than the usual hour long, which is kind of cool because I mean, if we're not live broadcasting, we don't really have to stick to a set a set time frame.
Exactly. Especially if you're listening to us on Twitch TV or something like that. So
exactly. And if you guys are listening to us on Registered Radio, well, you got a little bit more time to listen to us, obviously. So
exactly.
Anyways, with that being said, don't forget to go and check us out, max-gamer.com. Also, our YouTube page, and all that good stuff up at the top.
And all of our services, I'm just going to point them to max-gamer.com. Under the Follow Us tab, there's all of our services listed right there.
Exactly.
Hop on to tinychat.com/maxgamerpodcast anytime. If we're on, feel free to say hi, and maybe we'll play a game or two. We always love to play Killing Floor. And
we love to play with our fans.
Exactly. And Enigma loves to play with his fans in the other way.
I like to play with myself all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Moving on to the second half of the podcast. Let's just jump right into it, man. We got a report on the U.S. military is funding efforts to hack video game consoles.
This is going to be great.
This is going to be an awesome one. This article comes from livescience.com. Popular video game consoles such as the Nintendo Wii and the Microsoft Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 resemble the new battlefields for the national security in the eyes of the U.S. military. The U.S. Navy has begun funding a project to hack previously owned game consoles in an effort to dig up gamers' online chat room information and other stored data, which I don't know what they're going to find on an Xbox 360 or a Wii or a PS3 because those are consoles. You're going to find freaking games.
Maybe the U.S. Government is interested in what everybody's me looks like.
Maybe. That might be it. Maybe they're going to use the me, everybody's me. You know how they have those
virtual
terrorists?
Soldiers.
No. You know how they have those pictures of the terrorists in the airports?
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to use the terrorists' me's as the new pictures.
Hey, you got some 4-year-old playing on a 3DS that's like, hey, that guy's right there.
That's all I can think of, really. I mean, maybe they're going to be using, like you said, maybe they're going to be using the me's, or maybe they're going to be using your Xbox 360 avatar as a way of identifying terrorists. I don't know. All I know is this is a completely retarded thing to even be thinking of. But anyways, I'm going to continue reading on. U.S. console gamers can breathe a tiny sigh of relief. Ooh. Because the current project forbids targeting U.S. persons. Instead, the Navy wants a California-based company called Obscure Technologies to buy video game consoles bought in used overseas markets and to create computer forensic tools capable of hacking such consoles. So basically, they're going to be making a CSI for gaming consoles.
I'm telling you, I already know how to hack the consoles. It's called a hammer and a flathead screwdriver.
I reading that right there, reading the forensic tools capable of hacking such consoles, just brought up like a mental image of Horatio Kane standing over an Xbox 360 and doing his standard friggin' take his sunglasses off, look down it, and be like, well, I guess he just played his last game, and then, wow!
Putting his sunglasses back
on and walking away.
Looking off into the sunset, and then having, wow!
Seriously, though, did it not?
Yes.
Like, CSI right there. That would be the best freaking CSI right there.
Then here's another thing, too, is when they open up their CSI toolkit, and there's a Wii controller and an Xbox 360 controller.
The power supplies, Oh, God. It says this project requires the purchasing of used video game systems outside the U.S. in a manner that is likely to result in their containing significant and sensitive information from previous users. According to the Navy's justification and approval notice issued yesterday on March 26th, Obscure Technologies apparently has plenty of experience in hacking game consoles to mine data. The company's lead scientists have previously reverse engineered the Microsoft Xbox 360, according to the Navy's notice. So basically, these guys have been like making their living on hacking Xbox 360s. What? Have we finally found who Anonymous really is?
Maybe it's a whole bunch of hacked Xbox 360s rated together basically for artificial intelligence.
Maybe, dude. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm still laughing at the Horatio Kane. But But yeah, they say the analysis of the game system requires a specific knowledge of working with hardware, the hardware of an embedded system that has significant anti-tampering technology. What are you laughing at?
The analysis of game systems requires the specific knowledge of working with the hardware. And I was like, do you know how to play the Wii and the Xbox 360? Yes, sir! You're hired.
You're hired.
Do you know how to play the Wii and the Xbox 360, soldier?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. They've got a picture right here in the article of some dude just chilling back playing like a golf game.
Dude,
like
I think
Tiger,
it's my brother-in-law.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2011, and he's like, "There's a terrorist right there. Yeah, I see him right there."
4.
It says the Navy wants the company to not only hack dirty used game consoles, but also to show how to scrape clean data from newly bought game consoles. The new consoles being provided for such testing include a pair of Nintendo Wii consoles, a pair of Sony PlayStation 3 systems, and a pair of Xbox 360 systems, according to the project summary posted on February 15th. The military isn't alone in wanting to mine data from video games, even if its focus may lean more towards tracking terrorists and enemies abroad. Both game studios and academic researchers have come up with ways to track gamers' actions and behaviors during specific PC or console video games, either for better understanding gamers as customers or for studying human behavior in the equivalent of a virtual lab. So basically, we're guinea pigs for the U.S. military while we're playing freaking Gears of War.
Dude, if the U.S. military brings out awesome games like America's Army Online and actually makes them, awesome, I'm down for that. Teach me how to shoot an M16 so that when I actually get it in my hands, I can kill Ahmed Ibn Fahalad. Okay.
Check this out. All right. This is what I find is kind of funny. It says, check this out, man. Navy. It says right here, still the Navy does not expect obscure technologies to deliver hardware and software capable of hacking video game consoles at the end of its $177,000 15-month contract in July 2013. Such tools are expected to be made for the Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology Directorate. Wow, I can't speak.
Directorate.
And there's no particular mention of what Homeland Security might want with them. Oh my gosh, this entire article is ridiculous.
It sounds like it's
I don't know what they're
waste.
going to find. What are they going to find on a console,
Well, maybe credit card information.
Maybe. I don't know. Why would you want credit card information from a terrorist?
So you can track his spending habits to see if he's going and buying a whole bunch of fertilizer to make dirty bombs.
Porn.
Bet you didn't know I knew how to do that, huh?
No, I didn't. I don't really care.
Anarchist cookbook. Cookbook.
On another note of the U.S. military, we also found out a quick update and a quick article, really. I mean, IGN had reported on this on the March 27th, 2012. The FBI and the Army are actually using the Unreal Engine 3 for training government,
officials to utilize the technology.
And security, yeah. To utilize the technology and such. It says right here, most of us have seen Epic Games' Unreal 3 engine in action, and now the U.S. government will utilize the technology through the Unreal Government Network. As reported by GameSpot, Epic Games signed a long-term reseller agreement with interactive learning simulation company Virtual Heroes, allowing departments of the United States government to create learning and training programs off the Unreal Engine, which is kind of cool. I mean, the Unreal Engine is a really powerful engine. It really is.
Yeah, it's not just for playing Unreal tournament games, but it's actually...
It's got physics in it.
Yeah, it's got physics. And
it's got really great, graphics and such. Really realistic. It really is.
Exactly. And the graphics are awesome. I mean, everybody's played Gears of War.
Yeah.
That's all built off of the Unreal 3 engine.
Exactly.
And utilizes the physics engine and stuff like that, But I actually clicked on the link to go to ugn.ara.com, and this is pretty interesting. So they're talking about scale forming GFX bundled with Unreal Engine 3, bundled free of any additional charges. So basically scale form GFX, probably some other type of mod of some sort or development of something.
Or the back end of the Unreal Engine.
Yeah. And, I mean, they are... Basically what it's going to come down to is that you're going to get, like, America's Army, and it's going to be more realistic and more in-depth, and that's cool, you know? Virtually train your soldiers while they're in high school, and then that way when they go into the army, they already know how to fire the weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right down here at the bottom of the article, it says some established applications include a multiplayer crime scene sim for the FBI Academy and an
anesthesiology.
Wow.
That's the people that put you to sleep.
Anesthesiology training program for the Army physics.
Anesthesiology.
It says Epic's engine is also being used by a top 5 defense contractor and a national laboratory by way of the UGN. So that's kind of cool. I mean, they said that gaming would never go anywhere, but it's obviously went someplace. You know, if it's helping the military out and such.
And the thing is, though, is that this article here is basically one way. I mean, everybody's heard their moms. You know, playing video games won't get you anywhere. Well, this right here is proof, and it's very, very small proof, because, you know, your mom's never going to, you know, effing listen to you when you say, hey, you know, I learned how to do this on a video game, you know. But this is basically, it's like pre-training, you know. Give your students the FBI, you know, crime scene sim, and let them go home, play it on their Xbox 360, you know. So they're continuing to learn even after they're out of the class, you know. America's Army gets people ready for boot camp, gets ready for once you're in the military to actually see what the military's operations are, like squad-based tactics and stuff like that. You actually utilize these in real life. Outside of just America's Army.
And it's a fun game.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It's an awesome game to play.
Have you played the America's Army too? That's a badass game as well. It's in beta right now. You can get it on Steam, so... Okay,
I'll go download it then.
Go check it out.
I haven't played it yet, because the last America's Army I played was on my other computer, and that was years ago.
A long time ago. So, all right, well, that's that, guys. Like I said, Unreal Engine is great. I'm really happy to see it's actually being used for something that's going to benefit the U.S. government and such. So
yeah. Now on to
on to the flaming of ABC 7 Los Angeles.
Okay, come on, California. I'm just going to say this right now. Come on.
This is freaking ridiculous. Los Angeles, KABC, Channel 7. Los Angeles, California. Rob Hayes is a reporter on this. All right, it says right here in this article off of ABC's ABC 7's KABC, like I said, TV, Los Angeles, California. Their news homepage. It says Los Angeles KABC. Imagine exposing your children to racial slurs and X-rated content on a daily basis without realizing it. Experts warn that that's exactly what could be happening if you let your children play an online video game through Xbox, PlayStation, or on the computer.
Okay, I want to know what experts they're talking to.
I know. I would like to know what the experts are as well, because it's like, how long have we had online video games?
Okay, well,
how long has it been since the first online video game came out where you could actually voice chat with other people? All right. This
is just a continuation of the whole catastrophe that happened over in Columbine. Okay, the press and the parents blamed the video game.
Exactly.
Okay, video games don't kill people.
Yeah, people kill people.
People kill people.
Exactly.
It's a binary decision to pull the damn trigger. Yep. Okay, and it's also a binary decision to buy your 8, 9, 10-year-old a mature-rated game.
Exactly. And that's one thing that I over the past several years, I've been doing podcasts for a long time. You know, Last Gamer Standing. I've been on multiple online radio stations and such. And it's every time that one of these stories comes up that draws my attention, it's always some little California. It's mostly in California. I'm not gonna lie.
You get away with a lot of crap in California.
It's ridiculous how much shit you get away with in California. But it's always some little soccer mom that has went out and bought her 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old child, like, Gears of War, or the latest one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Call of Duty or Battlefield 3.
Or Battlefield 3,
Well,
and then they complain because, well, their son is learning bad habits.
Exactly.
Or he's learning bad language,
well,
or
it says right here
he's getting violent because the video game is violent. Well, it's not because the video game is violent. It's because you tell your child to leave you the hell alone, and then you let him go up into his room and play that damn game for 10 hours straight. And
exactly.
Then he's a grumpy little, excuse my French, he's a grumpy little prick for the rest of the night.
Well, it's not only that, but what happens is you're putting him into an environment where he's competing.
He's very stressed. He's very stressed.
It's high stress.
It's competitive. I about to say competitive.
Competitive. and these young kids, I mean, you were playing video games since you were, 3, 4 years old. I can attest to that because, I was playing video games when I was, 12, 13 years old.
Yep.
So I understand, but I didn't just go up. That's not what I did all the time. I mean, I watched TV. I went out and rode my bike. I shot some hoops with my buddies. I actually got outside. I had extracurricular activities. Video games and watching TV were not my babysitter.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's exactly what this Matthew Kinney guy, he says that he loves to play online video games with his sons.
Exactly. He says,
who doesn't? I like to play with my brother. I like to play with my friends. Yep. He says, but what he doesn't love is what the kids are hearing from other players. He calls it language that would make a sailor blush. Well, it isn't surprising.
It really isn't. I mean,
says Kevin Roberts, author of the book Cyber Junkie. Consider it.
Myself and you, I mean, sometimes get a little bit aggressive on video games, and we've been in video games multiple times where we've just been berated with names and slurs and shit. But
Max Gamer Podcast, or YouTube.com/Max Gamer Podcast. Listen to the first. I mean, there's Luminari. I mean,
yep, exactly.
Everybody knows that that's what it is, okay? But then this guy, he's saying that this Kevin Roberts guy that wrote a book, Cyber Junkie, is considering the average gamer is 37 years old. Well, I'm almost 31 or 30.
That's one thing of contention between the two of us. You say that the average gamer can be 37 years old, and I'm saying right now that in this day and age right now, the average gamer is between the ages of like 12 and 25, more or less. All right, that's the average hardcore gamer. That's the average gamer that plays like Call of Duty, Battlefield 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 2.
Exactly.
The popular gaming franchise right now. That's your standard user age limits. Your standard user age in general is between the ages of like 11 and 25. It's very rare that you have somebody older than that playing the newer modern games, but it is there are people out there that are playing them. They are.
Well, yeah, and like I was saying though, when the kid gets up and you just tell him, go to your room and play your video games.
Exactly.
Okay, you're basically sending him to his room, and then when he comes out, he's grumpy and he's respectful and stuff like that. Well, you just send him to his room. He's just coming down off of a PTSD high.
No, that's one thing you gotta remember. 8, 9,
10, 11-year-old kid can't handle the stress of war.
Well, it's not the stress. It's the stress of war. It's the fact that, like we said earlier, the games are competitive. They're very stressful.
It's a high-stress situation.
It's a high-stress situation, which means that it's releasing
endorphins into the brain.
Heavy amounts of endorphins and heavy amounts of adrenaline.
Yeah.
And what happens when adrenaline comes down is you become tired.
Exactly.
All right. You become tired. You get a minor case of shock. Maybe.
Exactly.
He's basically shell shocked.
Exactly. And it says here that incredible levels of actually, let's see here. Robert says that when your child takes the game online and players start interacting, all ratings go right out the window. Well, no shit. Any game that has online gameplay,
online interaction, of
any sort, any game on the back, right underneath the rating level. Sorry, I just lost what I was thinking. it specifically says online game content is not rated.
Yeah.
You know, so
really
you buy your kid a game that's rated E, but he hops online to play online, you know, with all of his buddies and stuff like that, and then all of his 8, 9, 10-year-old, you know, friends, you know, friends that are boys that are hanging out with him all the time, all of his buddies, you know, I'm sorry to say this, but I was saying swear words when I was 8 years old, when I was hanging out with my buddies.
Exactly.
You know, I
was as well.
I was calling my buddies pussies, you know. Yeah. I was calling them gay, you know.
Yep, it is. It's just one of those things. I mean, they're gonna start doing it. You know, they hear it from other people.
Yeah, they hear it from the people in their class. They hear it from people on the street, TV. Know. They hear it from their mom and dad. You know, and moms and dads don't say that you don't ever, you know, say swear words where your kids can hear them, but because I know you do.
Yeah.
Okay, don't bullshit me. Okay, I'm Zombie. I'm the leader of bullshit here.
We are the bullshittiest of bullshitters.
Exactly, and this article is completely bullshit.
This article is bullshit.
Let's Matthew Kinney guy is full of bullshit.
Yeah, like I said, Robert says the child's taking game online is then in detail. You know, is after that exposed to, you know, homosexual oriented epithets. Well, I can't speak.
Racial epithets,
incredible levels of profanity, racial epithets, homosexual-oriented epithets, and we're talking 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kids who are getting exposed to this regularly, which Robert said it. He said the internet safety experts Perry Aftab says this inappropriate language in online gaming is rampant, and she's concerned it's leading to a dangerous cyberbullying spree.
Okay.
They made trash talk. Hold on. It says they made trash talk. They may be calling you names. They may steal their passwords, or a lot of them may gang up on one person online. Not because it's a good strategy to win, but because it hurts the other person, said Aftab. Game companies like Xbox or you know, other such game companies like Sony, you know, Microsoft attempt to combat these issues with on-box warning, parental controls, and special task squads. Such as Xbox Live's Enforcement Squad, which is supposedly supposed to be the best enforcing group looking for grooming activities and online sexual predators, as well as cyberbullying. But parental involvement is still key. This is the key one right here. This is the key part of this entire thing.
Exactly.
It says parental involvement is still key. Ask your children to unplug the headphones and turn off the speakers so you can hear exactly what's being said. Don't let your kid go upstairs and close his bedroom door and sit there and play all night, said Kinney. That's crazy. You have no idea what's going on, who's saying what. Proactive parenting will allow children to enjoy games while staying safe at the same time.
Okay, now see, this is what I think should happen. Instead of the title of this stupid article saying, online video games may expose kids to violent language, experts warn, it should say, experts insist parents be parents. Proactive parenting allows your kids to play games and stay safe.
Yep.
Okay.
This is one of the biggest things that pisses me off about this entire thing is that they detail the answer right there in the freaking article.
Yeah, but you got to get through all the shit until you get to it.
Yeah, you've got to get through all the shit, which half of the time people, you know, the parents of this day and age are looking at the first several sentences of this and going, oh, well, it's video games that are making my children violent.
Exactly, and that's why
they don't ever get down to the bottom portion where they tell you, well, if you'd be an actual parent, they might not be that way.
Well, like I was saying, the whole reason why I brought up Columbine was because the parents of the kid that shot all those people and then offed himself, they blamed it on the video games, and they blamed it and said, well, he learned how to shoot these guns and learned how to do what he did from playing video games. Well, he was playing
on a video game.
Exactly, and he was playing Counter-Strike when Counter-Strike first came out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Counter-Strike is terrorists. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what if you wanted to be the terrorist and go and plant the bomb and kill people? Okay. It's fun sometimes. Okay. But where did he get the gun to do it?
Exactly.
Okay. What adults said
sold him the gun. Or
gave him the gun. He got it from like his uncle or something like that.
Yeah.
So he went over to his uncle's house. Now this leads me to believe that Columbine is full of a bunch of fucking rednecks. Pardon my French. But so he goes over to his uncle's house and says, "Hey, this AK-47 is pretty cool." And his uncle's like, "Yeah, I got that from Vietnam when I was over there in Vietnam, you know." And he's like, "Well, can I shoot it?" And his uncle was like, "Hell no, you can't shoot it. Put it back." Okay. And so he's like, "Okay." And then his uncle went, "I'm gonna go and take a piss," and fell asleep. With his nephew, who's admiring the unlocked, AK-47, sitting right there, he walks away.
Yeah.
And then he takes the gun and leaves. Well, the next day when he woke up, don't you think that, some rednecks would at least take inventory and make sure all their guns are there?
Probably not.
I mean, so they blamed it on Counter-Strike. I blame it on parents.
Yep, so do I. It's just one of those things that I think the video game industry is always going to be fighting, is parents blaming the video games for all of their children's defects when it's actually the parents
exactly
that should be blamed for all of their children's defects.
Because there's nobody out there on TV or on the radio or anything except for you and me that will tell the parents to wake the F up, be a goddamn person, be a goddamn parent, and make sure your kids aren't doing shit that they shouldn't, and make sure that that your kids realize video game world is video game world. Real life world, I'll slap you upside the back of the head.
Yep, pretty much.
So
with that being said, we just got that flaming, that rant session out of the way. Moral of that story is, be a parent if you're a parent.
Be a parent.
Have a child. Be a parent.
Observe.
Don't send him up to his Xbox to be his nanny, because it's not gonna work.
This guy had a good idea. He plays games with his kids.
Plays kids.
That's awesome.
Plays video games with his kids. That's good.
When I get kids, I'm gonna play games with my kids.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna pull out Diablo 3 and the Path of Exiles and Darksiders until they go to bed.
Exactly. Until they're older, at least.
Or until at least they're older.
Yeah.
And they understand that what you're gonna see in the video game is not real.
Yep.
And it's gonna be bloody, violent, and gory. But I'm not gonna expose my 8-year-old to what was that game that goes down, Dante's Inferno?
Yeah, Dante's Inferno was a very bloody and gory game. It was.
Yeah, it was. And I'm also not gonna be like, "Oh, you're 8 years old? You're starting to read now? Like actual here, read Dante's Inferno." That'll teach you right there.
Anyways, with that being said, like we said, don't blame it on the video games. Blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, really. Blame it on alcohol.
That you consumed before falling asleep. Anyways, so that's the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As we said, don't forget to go to max-gamer.com, where you can connect to all of our services: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, I believe. Twitch TV, all those places.
Pretty much.
Go check that out.
Yeah, pretty much just go to any service and type in Max Gamer Podcast, and it probably
subscribe. Damn it, we're actually going to be announcing a contest going on here pretty quickly that you guys might be interested in. So stay tuned for that stuff. It could get you the chance to win a game of your choice. So whoever wins this contest, a game of your choice, we'll be detailing that probably in next week's podcast as to what's going on with that.
Exactly. As always, also with that, keep an eye on our max-gamer.com, because I'll probably post up some details there as well.
Definitely. So with that being said, let's go on to the new releases for next week, and then we'll finish the show, and that'll be that for this week. So next week is the start of April. If you guys don't know what's coming out on the 1st of April, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is starting on the 1st of April again. I know you guys might not believe me, because the 1st of April is of course April Fools, but it is coming out on the 1st of April. So if you guys are Game of Thrones fans, go and check that out. Great show. Great show. But also next week in gaming, we've got Blacklight Retribution coming out on the 3rd, which is a shooter game. I'm not really familiar with it. I'm really not. All I can tell you is that it's a shooter that is coming out on the 3rd. That's pretty much all I can tell you about
The
it.
name is Blacklight Retribution.
It's probably some kind of conspiracy type thing or alien type thing. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's coming out on the 3rd, regardless. That's gonna be probably for the PC, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. So check that out. Also coming out next week for the Xbox 360 is the Kinect Star Wars. If you guys want to play Star Wars and wave around your hand like a real Jedi, go and check that out. Coming out on the 3rd as well, 2012.
That actually might be pretty popular because everybody's going to be like, these are not the droids you're looking for.
It probably will. I'm not going to lie. It probably will. Also out next week, Devil May Cry HD Collection is coming out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And basically what that is, it's a packed set of chronicles completing the adventures of Dante, the world's toughest demon slayer, of course. It's got Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening Special Edition in there for $39, which you can probably get at any of your gaming outlets or order it online. So go and check that out as well. It's coming out on the 3rd. Another one that I'm not too familiar with is I Am Alive. It's a post-apocalyptic action adventure that pits players against what looks like, I'm not entirely sure. Players are faced with thought-provoking choices and a role of survivor on a journey to find his wife and daughter who are lost during the event. I'm not sure what the event is. Arriving at his hometown of Haventon, 1 year after it happened, he finds the town in shambles, buildings are destroyed, toxic ash fills the streets, and society has been torn, causing inhabitants to take all necessary actions to survive. So basically it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic survival game. There's a lot of those coming out this year.
They're pretty popular.
It's getting closer to the Mayan calendar end day. So
yeah,
they're coming out with all those. So go and check that out. That's on the PS3 exclusive, I think. Then that's coming out on the 3rd as well.
Man, so many awesome games coming out right before my birthday.
That's about it, actually. That's about it for next week. There's a couple of DS games and such for next week as well that I didn't really list out because
it's a DS.
It's too much to list out. So with that being said,
Vita games will probably come out.
Vita games, they're always coming out with new Vita games. It's ridiculous how many Vita games come out every week. But don't forget also March 15th. March 15th is Diablo's release date. Diablo
May
3.
15th.
May 15th. I'm sorry. Damn it. Shut up.
March 15th's already done. Gone.
March 15th. It's March 15th. They've pushed back the date. Another year.
Yeah.
So, anyways, go and check all those releases out, guys. They look like they're gonna be some pretty fun games. And with that being said, this is Max Gamer Podcast episode 7. We recorded this on the 28th of March, and if you guys are just hearing this, we're going to be trying to post it up as quickly as possible to YouTube. So don't forget to go to youtube.com/Max Gamer Podcast to check that out.
Click subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Click subscribe for further updates and other game videos. We put up demos. We put up
gameplay footage, let's play footage,
all that stuff.
Demos, trailers, all that kind of happy stuff goes up there.
With that being said, this is Max Gamer Podcast. Like I said, episode 7, recorded on March 28th, 2012. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will talk to you next week. Don't forget, if you guys have any questions for us, you guys can contact us at enigma@max-gamer.com or zombie@max-gamer.com for any questions you might have. And who knows, they might get answered online, or not online, they might get answered on the podcast. So.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Well, that was episode 7. Did you have fun?
Yes, it did. I always have fun when I do the podcast.
I always have fun as well. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Don't forget, keep gaming.